confident. He is staring at the road trader, and you notice a muscle in his cheek twitching.
How did you get here? Aren't you in pain? This is impossible. This is impossible!
I doubt you are aware of the limits of what is possible. For your worldview is but an iota of what a rogue trader knows and sees. But I can tell that you would like me to share that knowledge with you. That power over reality. I can lead you out of these flames, show you a path, rid you of pain, and give you a weapon so that you may defeat your enemies. Decide.
Theodora watches you without blinking. Her snake-like gaze almost makes you forget about the fire searing you and leaving burns on your skin.
Oh.
Your mouth
Heresy.
begins to salivate. Each word Theodora speaks is like music to your ears. The entity that now dwells in the deepest recesses of your mind is pleading, begging, demanding that you give her an immediate answer, and that answer can be nothing other than acceptance.
Spouse and heresy!
Do not listen to this abomination. If there is naught but his light in your heart, if you are resolute in your faith, then step into the flames. The Emperor protects. His faithful will not be deterred by either darkness or deceitful promises. Nor will the fire burn those who carry the torch of faith
I don't
in their
know
soul.
how true that is. I feel like it will still burn, but maybe.
To the void with you. We need to follow Lady Theodora before we suffocate in this furnace.
The people! The survivors from the middle decks! We must help the crew! Lead them out! Find a way around!
Abelard looks back at the coughing and confused people around you. Over the roaring flames you hear distant sounds, frightened voices, screams, muffled and distorted as if there were a body of water between you and them.
Oh no!
Then we'll miss our chance to meet up with Elo. What are we waiting
Jenny,
for?
convictions! Sometimes your character will have to make tough decisions based on their values, interests, and goals. Such decisions affect their convictions. This can develop in 3 directions: dogmatic, iconoclast, heretical. Each includes 5 ranks. The higher the rank, the more zealously the character follows their convictions, and the more noticeably the world around them reacts to their actions and decisions. Promotion through the ranks of each of the 3 directions opens up access to new dialogue lines, events, unique abilities, and also changes the attitude of others towards your character. Also, some items can only be equipped by characters with certain convictions. Also, I can tell you there are some that just work better if you have more convictions. When one of the conviction branches reaches rank 3, or votary, it becomes the character's main focus. When that happens, the other 2 conviction branches can no longer be raised above adherent. That's level 2. So when you hit 3, it locks you in, and the other ones can only get so high from there. Your character's allies have convictions of their own as well. So, your options, darling. The dogmatic path is to walk through the fire while stating, "The Emperor will guide the righteous on their path."
Ouch.
The heretical option, accept the offer of help from Theodora. Take my pain away and give me power. Or iconoclast, get the people off the bridge. I will not leave my people in harm's way.
Ooh.
Tough choices, dear.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I think I'm gonna try to go dogmatic. I do want to help the people on the bridge, but like, I don't know. I feel like being iconoclast will be more trouble than it's worth a lot of times in this setting. What do you think?
Does that mean heretical is completely off the table?
Heretical's off the table.
So I'm pretty convinced, from my experience, that I think this scene decided whether you could play the truly heretical path or not. Because I kept finding things that were like pieces of a magic weapon, basically, and like I can't put them together. I think this scene was where you like got whatever it was to start it. So I think if you ever wanted to be full heretic, it had to happen now.
Okay.
Just so you know, I got that impression. I do not know that.
versus Val.
Ah, tough choice, dear. Tough choice.
Me and Essie.
One's not necessarily wrong or the other either.
Right.
As I mentioned with me, I kind of balanced it for a bit because my plan was I wanted to be mostly iconoclast. I know it's hard to make things just better in this grimdark world, but by the God Emperor I will try.
Yeah.
But wherever heresy was popping up, wherever there was chaos taint, I went hard dogmatic. I was not suffering that shit.
Yeah.
So I went weirdly balanced for good ways. But, like usual in these games, focusing is probably the stronger pick.
Right. Gosh, I want to help the people though. Okay, here we go.
What do you do, Jenny?
Walk through the fire. The Emperor will guide the righteous path. Oh no.
Whoa! Jenny, it's lit and blue.
Thousands of meters pierce your consciousness, but you are powerless. They are powerless to stop you.
That was whatever's in you was like, no, 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 no! It made you dogmatic. You take a step forward and the illusion breaks. A wave of excruciating pain crashes over you, and Theodore's voice fades into the firestorm. You hear the voices of your companions calling you from behind, and the screams of the weak die in the inescapable blaze. Ooh. Rough.
Oh no.
Should have been more faithful, bitches.
Oh.
Oh, they made you watch it. There were blasts of blood. What is
I
that?
don't know. I feel like a jerk face.
The blinding inferno, the harrowing pyre, the all-consuming storm releases you as you step out, barely able to stay on your feet. The blood is pounding in your ears, drowning out the world around you. Your eyes, caked in soot and burnt eyelashes, refuse to open. Free from the flames, you take 2 more steps before collapsing to your knees. The rush of blood in your temples and the horrible pain all over your scorched body cloud your mind, before suddenly retreating as if driven away by some mighty will. A new strength spreads through your veins, and despite the wounds, your body is once more ready for trials and struggle. You open your eyes and see, aglow with warm light before you, the Aquila, the sacred symbol of the Imperium. Yeah, it's starting to feel like collapsed right onto it, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's some symbology right there. That's pretty great.
Yeah.
I love when they do that. Do you remember the sister battle in that one TV show? Just going crazy on all the, like, weird, corrupted Kriegsmen? And then as she collapsed with exertion, she lifts her head and just sees the big Aquila up on the building. Perfect. Nailed it.
Nice done. Love the RP. Their blood boils and bursts.
Dude, I can't get into chat. This sucks.
He said that's why they spouted.
Yeah. In the next moment, you are struck with another realization. The repulsive presence, the one that's plagued your mind since Voidfear wounded you, is gone. The fire seems to have burned the entity away without a trace.
That's good.
Mistress, can you hear me? Oh, you're alive. Which is more than I was expecting after what you
Familiar
just
voice
did.
cuts through the din and the pounding. Seneschal Abelard Versarian is leaning over you, peering into your face with a look of worry. He notices your gaze and breathes a sigh of relief.
Praise the Emperor. We passed through the flames. How can this be anything but a portent? For so it is said that the Emperor will bless the worthiest and most steadfast
She
in
says
their
while
faith.
kneeling next to you, and for the first time you can see her eyes radiate pure, unclouded joy.
Nice.
She's super religious if that wasn't clear.
Yeah.
Behind Argenta, you see Adira Talas double over in a fit of nausea. The rest of the people who are following you have withered away in the fire that continues to rage mere 2 steps away from you. We're still alive. Fancy that. God damn, what is that?
I don't know. You see that? The Aquila, it was glowing. Eh.
I'm sure. I think Argenta would be delighted.
Indeed he does. Huh, if I hadn't seen it myself, I never
Your
would
tone
have...
renders Abelard motionless. Then he quickly makes the holy sign the equivalent of his sight.
Yeah.
What happened to Lady Theodora? Did she follow us?
There was no Theodora, witch. There was an illusion, a temptation, a A foul taint that tried to lead us astray. But she perceived its true nature.
Argenta is staring straight ahead, crossing her arms over her chest with reverence.
Is that right, Adepta Sanctimonious? What? We'll just pretend like we didn't see the Lord's Captain standing there in the fire? Abelard.
That's a good
you
burn.
tell
I
her.
like that one. That burns more than the corrupted flames that we pass through. Yeah, the sanctimonious. Oh, I love it so much.
Pretend. Pretend we didn't see her, yep.
Whatever it was, it matters no longer. Your conduct is bordering on madness, your holiness. A path opened behind you, where one moment there was fire, the next only smoldering embers remain. But what am I saying? My eyes must have deceived me. Too much smoke for my lungs. Truly, would you have received wounds like these if there had been no fire?
This went way more religious than my path did already.
I'm sorry, I should have saved all the people. I feel really bad. I really do.
The Emperor protects, Jenny.
They should have been protected. That's what I thought. I thought if I did the good thing, like, the people behind me would follow.
They were weak.
I guess.
Their faith was weak. They should have held their hearts in true faithfulness to Hion Terra and the Golden Throne.
Val says, yeah, fancy hat. I don't know. Oh, fancy that. Fancy that.
Fancy that, fancy hat!
I switched my flower to the side of the camera.
Dude, I just realized we need a sticker of that now. Where it's just someone wearing a hat doing this. It just says, fancy hat with question mark, and then just fancy that.
I love it. We should do that.
Yeah, right? That's a good one. And that's usually what stickers wind up being designed like. They look like that. Because that's literally what you would use for stickers that you put on things.
Agreed. Adira is my beau. Too bad she doesn't want to get down.
That's
Val.
because she's your servant. Stop fucking the help.
She is beneath you.
There's that, and also, like, it's creepy as shit. You remember how rapey it was when the president banged an intern? The power mismatch is way out of whack there.
Yeah. One would assume, like, in this day and age, the intern had some say in that. Or, like...
But actually, in this day and age, a lot of times that's just going to get labeled rape. They're just going to say that's what it is because she didn't have a choice.
Did she not have a choice? She could have said, well...
Say no to the highest rank in the country.
I would have. But that's just me. I would have been like,
I mean, I wouldn't expect to have that job anymore.
that's okay. It's not worth it. That's what you have to do.
No, I tried to right now. My chat sucks. Like, I tried to just send it in the chat just now. It doesn't work.
The wounds are merely a sign of a trial laudably passed. It is something to be proud of, the same as decorations or badges of honor.
Argenta herself sounds proud, even fervent. Ooh.
Raise and stand tall. No element holds power over the righteous. Dismiss the help and stand on your own. I feel fine. Allow Abelard to help you. Admittedly, I've been better.
So that sounds good because you're making the help do their job, right?
Yeah.
What, are you going to pick yourself up? You have people for that. But a top option, man. If you wanted to be religious-y, there it is, right?
Yeah.
Where does your character stand, Jenny?
I'll be.
Even if you were anticipating another wave of pain, it does not come. Your muscles feel strong and your limbs obey you without fail. And yet, deep inside, somewhere next to your heart and stomach, you feel a certain tension, akin to that of a taut string. You are at your limit. Be it adrenaline or the strength of your faith, it will not carry you much farther.
No.
Hey!
Did my eyes deceive me? I could swear that I just witnessed you step out of a pillar of fire with the rest following in your wake.
Edelfrad
It's
von
Edelfrad!
Valencia stares at you without trying to hide his astonishment and trepidation. Like, I don't remember. I think he was dead by this time in my game, but I could be wrong.
I might have rescued Ethelfrad.
Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm hopeful because you like him. Also, you'll note that the step out of a pillar of fire is blue, meaning you can hover over it for a hint.
Okay. Hint.
You steeled your soul with your faith in the God Emperor and walked through the flames on the officer's deck just in time to rendezvous with Ethelfrad.
Great.
That's pretty good!
Go Ethelfrad. Team Ethelfrad, 1, 2, 3.
Team Ethelfrad! Honestly, when I play too, I kept like nudging in favor of him being the accepted heir. I was like, look, I feel like this is some heavy imposter syndrome. I don't like this, I don't like it, I don't like it.
Yeah.
But then in my case, like, it wasn't a choice. I was the last one left by the end.
I hurried here to join forces with you and the others. It is time to push the heretics back. My brain wants to say heretics.
Heretics! They're being too heretical. Ick.
Ick. It's gross when they're heretic.
Oh god, that's a good one. Putting the ick back in heretic. Oh, that's good. That's good. Write that down. Write that down.
Okay.
Oh, I can see it too, just like, oh man. Because there's like some disgusted faces that people have drawn of like the Emperor. I can see that being applied to that really easily, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny as hell. Oh. What if I missed him?
Putting the egg back in heretics.
My app is blowing it, yep. Horny forever. Yeah, that sounds right too. And did you put the fancy hat, fancy that?
No, I'll put it down.
Fancy hat, question mark. Fancy that, exclamation point.
Okay.
Perfection. It's golden. Then you just gotta decide what you're gonna draw, because if you're feeling fancy enough. Oh, right.
Okay.
If you're feeling fancy enough, you could try like a cartoony representation of her, and then you just gotta put like a top hat on, I
like
guess.
the little
right?
tiny top hat. Like
Or-
off to the side.
It depends what you want to shoot for. I'd say top hat, but also you could go for like Jarlaxle's hat, because that's really obnoxious.
We're gonna try corner hat with all the feathers. You said that you hate those though.
I do. You can do what you want.
Yes, it is written. Putting the egg back in here.
I like that. That's great.
Okay. Fancy that? Fancy that? Okay. This is a good game. We're getting lots out of it already.
I'm glad
Right.
you're having fun.
I'm wearing too many fancy things all at once. Look at all my fancies! Okay. Okay. Ethelfred von Valencia stares at you without trying to hide his astonishment and trepidation. It was the only way. We are here in response to your vox call. I loathe being late for an engagement. I like that.
Nothing good ever comes of such rashness. Yet it appears that the Emperor favors you. Be that as it may, your wounds are highly worrying.
He examines me once more.
Now this one is an auto pass kill move.
80.
It has a % chance. The difficulty is 80. But what do you know about that? Positive
It's
numbers
plus
are a
80.
bonus.
Yeah.
80 is very high. 100 is the max. So, just about anyone should be able to pass this, and you have a Dira who is moderately warp competent. So if you check it by hovering over the golden part, there's your chance of success.
That looks pretty good.
It's
We'll do
it's
that.
100%.
Yeah.
It's as good as it gets.
Yeah, let's do that.
Doesn't go higher. Ethelfrad does not seem to have changed since you first met, but only at first glance. His face has taken on a strange hue. The skin at his temples appears scaled, and his voice now has an uncanny screeching quality. These are not traces of fatigue and stress. The Psyker's body has begun to mutate, a consequence of contact with the warp.
Oh no. You're not in the best shape yourself, Ethelfrad. My faith will keep me upright with a weapon in my hand, and that's all that matters. I can fight, at least for the time being. They certainly are ugly. I'd rather sit this one out while you lot deal with the heretics. You're not in the best shape yourself, Ethelfrad.
Notice the signs of my blessing, have you? Yes. The warp is taking its toll. But I'm still sane and able to hold my weapon. I'll fight for the Von Phalanxius bloodline to the end. And if the price is the eternal curse of mutation,
So be it.
so be it.
Fantastic.
I mean, that's real bad for him. Because someone could easily be like, mutant, put it down.
No.
But here he is bravely fighting.
Yeah.
I've had a scene like that in this game before where, like, I saw people who clearly had mutations, but they were still fighting for our side. I was like, I will not kill them. I'm not accepting that.
Pray, forgive my insistence. I shall not be the one to doubt the faith of she who has passed the trial by fire.
Silverad holds up his hand in a placating gesture. Yes, you need to placate me! Anyway.
He sounds angry.
I have gathered everyone who answered the Vox call and was able to hold a weapon. Yet I do not see the Lord Captain or her arch-militant in our midst. We are still receiving messages in her voice, but she is not responding to direct requests. I last saw Lady Theodora on the observation platform. When did you and she part
You
ways?
saw it too? Unless you count what we just saw. Theodora.
Yeah.
It was at this very elevator, Master Edelthran. The Lord Captain, accompanied by the Arch-Militant, headed to her chambers to retrieve an item of particular import. After that, all we heard from her were Vox broadcasts.
Okay, continue.
This is troubling, and the timing is inopportune. I am still receiving fragmentary reports from the breach. Kunrad Voigtveer was spotted there, and even what scant intelligence on his activities I have reminds me of descriptions of sorcerous rituals. If that traitor has resorted to witchcraft, we must stop him at once.
Ash, I'll go to Theodora's chamber. I'm ready for the assault. Ooh, that's a hard choice. I mean, it's important we find Theodora, but I don't... Knowing how this goes, like being an end, like... I know she's gonna die. Because one of us is supposed to take over. But the assault on the bridge sounds important too. What do you obviously think we should go? Okay. Hello, viewers.
A reasonable approach. Take your escort with you. You may be waylaid. Once you have found the Lord Captain, you must beg her to go to the bridge and lead the counterattack. The rogue trader's appearance is sure to fill the defenders' hearts with hope, however frightened or
Yay,
exhausted they may
Edelthran
be.
agrees with me. Good. Let's go.
Until next we meet, may the Emperor bless your deeds. I shall see
The
you on the field of battle.
Edelthran salutes you with his weapon and returns to his retinue.
You have a fresh injury on you.
To journal. I gotta go to the officers. Okay. I should heal. Because if I don't heal within 3 turns, then I get a permanent wound, right?
It turns into an old injury.
Alright. He's got to heal me.
I gotta be honest, I made a habit of just ignoring injuries for the most part, unless you get a lot.
Okay, should I heal it then, or
Up
no?
to you, Rogue Trader.
I don't know. How bad does it what happens? I mean,
I could be wrong, but I think it was if you get 3 injuries, it turns into a trauma, at which point you have like some kind of negative, like, I don't know, headaches give you minus 2 perception. They're pretty bad when they happen, like, it's a lot. There'll be big negatives, like minus 20. But, I don't know, like, I guess they haven't affected me enough for me to be wary of them.
Alright, well, right now I have plenty of health packs.
That's true, you do.
So,
Wanna?
yeah.
Let's patch you up.
I owe
Nice.
you a debt.
Okay, then we can go here and give him another one. There we go.
Give him the other ones too if you want. He's not carrying anything else, right?
Yeah, he's healing everybody. Good. Now these all say 2.
Yeah, I don't know what that was before.
Great. Anybody else hurt? Doesn't look like it. I don't see anything on anybody's stuff.
Now we're doing great. The portraits at the top is where I saw that quickly. If you look at the faces, you see there's like 5 boxes next to them.
Yeah.
Active effects will be in there, so injuries are like a little lightning bolt picture.
Okay. Says, what shall you do, says Val. You must be decisive, milady. Yeah, whatever, Val. Okay, I like Val.
Do you know?
Yes. Okay, tab. Is there anything good? Oh, look, there's a thing to look at. Let's look at it. Generators hum softly. Okay, we already looked at that. Okay. Anything else? Do we need to look at? Do you need to go down there?
I went and cleared this. Like, remember that burning wreckage we saw as an item? I went and got that already.
Okay. I think that's the only thing over on that side, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So we gotta go down these stairs.
Or this door over here?
Or that door over
I
there.
didn't try the door. I could be wrong.
Okay.
It opens.
Oh, this
I don't know what's beyond it.
master-crafted
I don't know where I'm
antenna
going. I
augment
don't
is
want
not
shit.
fit for a servitor.
Pay attention.
Pay attention.
What
Wait,
the hell?
it looks-
That's to the captain's quarters, but there's stuff. Do you see that thing that appeared near us?
Well, what do we have here?
Those are all cargo items, so it's just like money, basically.
Okay.
There's more doors here. And more stuff. I see something hiding. More money. What's this do? This clearly does not serve as a stateroom. The generators, machines, and crude wall paneling indicate that this is a maintenance module room, rather than an area for receiving guests. Help beneath us. What's in there? Can I go in there?
I always
Help
have
you,
a
Tor.
backup plan.
And some stuff in the corner. Getting the stuff. Ooh, goggles for logic!
Okay, that's good.
Who's our logic breadwinner at the moment? Let me go look. It's you. You want some
Oh.
goggles?
Okay.
I know how to take
I know how
risks.
to take risks. Face.
Plasma conduits blaze with energy capable of powering a vast void ship. Look how fancy you are. You look like a nerd. Ha ha ha, nerd. Oh, you won't wear them?
Well, this one I have one.
Yeah.
I was just wondering, like, how that works.
It's the same design, too, which is
Yeah.
great.
Okay.
Nerd!
You're a nerd!
Nuh-uh.
This nerd will keep you
Too
alive.
stupid.
Follow me. To victory! Oh, shoot.
You're a nerd.
Nerd.
No, I said
Always
you know
keep
who's a
your
nerd?
eye on the prize.
Val's a nerd.
Ah. I mean,
He's super smart.
he was super smart.
Nerd.
Which is great.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Every time I have tech problems, you know who I'm talking to.
Yeah.
He's the smart guy.
You're smart, too.
I do not cover those things as well as he does. He's great at them.
I guess we're gonna go down here.
Yep.
Let's go. There we go. How to disrespect your lady, son.
What?
How to disrespect your lady, son. But it doesn't have a comma, so how to disrespect your lady, son, and it's how dare you.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Look above the door, Johnny. You see that?
Burp.
Something.
I think it's some kind of lizard burp.
I gotta throw this out there. I see purple shit in the air everywhere. Like, just barely visible.
That's not good. I don't know where to go or what to tab. Okay.
I'm checking the side routes.
I always keep my options
And
open.
that was the, like, path. In here is this, bedroom.
Oh, would you